Hi everybody, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy, and I'm here for you today with this week's live energy and tarot reading. So we are going to be digging into what is the energy that we are going through as a collective. What is this energy that all of us are experiencing right now, that all of us are trying to navigate our way through right now, and how can we best navigate our way through this week so that we can feel better on the other side of this or successfully navigate this week. And that's always what my energy and tarot readings are about, is how can we best navigate this week in this energy that we have going on. So make sure you guys say hi if you're watching, and we are going to dive in. You know, I think I've been thinking a lot about the messages that I've been getting from people, and my phone has been blowing up. It's been crazy because during periods like this, where we have so much going on with the universal energy, people tend to get very uncomfortable. You know, let me know if you guys are feeling uncomfortable. I'd love to hear from you what's been going on for all of you. Hi, Mom. Hi, Kelly. And so people have been feeling incredibly uncomfortable. And no matter what way you break it down, at the root of it, that's really been the message that I've gotten from people in terms of what their experience is in this energy is, I feel uncomfortable. This doesn't quite feel right, and I want to feel comfortable again, right? And I think that that's human nature, is that we want to feel comfortable again. And wouldn't it be lovely, maybe, if life could be comfortable all the time? And I think that what's really important for us to keep in mind is that it's not going to be really comfortable all the time, and that there's great purpose in that. And it makes me think about my spinning class this morning. So we had an interval spinning class this morning, and I've been incorporating that into my workouts a little bit more lately, and just kind of learning to push myself through that, right? And pushing myself and pushing myself. And today, I would say I probably pushed myself harder than I ever have in an exercise class, period. It was an interval class, and during those intervals, I was really, really pushing myself. And here's why, is because I was recognizing that while the periods where I was riding along nicely and we were kind of just taking it easy, in fact, I think that the instructor said, just take it easy for a little while. That was nice and all, and much more comfortable, and I was able to take sips of my water, and I was able to breathe, thank God. But when I was in those intervals, when I was navigating those intervals and really pushing myself through that, I could feel my legs getting stronger. I could feel my lungs really working. I could feel my heart working. I could feel myself in those moments growing. Now, was it wildly uncomfortable? Absolutely, right? And I just found a way to push myself through that. And I feel like this is such a metaphor for life, because life really is interval training, right? We are trying to just find our way back to the comfort, but if we can take advantage of those times when we are on the interval, when we are pushing ourselves, when we're needing to connect with our strength, when we're needing to push ourselves harder, when we're needing to just absolutely level up and show ourselves what we can do, this is where we grow. This is where the real strength comes from. I think that when I go back to spinning class, it's going to feel a little bit easier next time, because I chose this time to push myself. And I think that when we choose to push ourselves in life, when we choose to not let ourselves down, right? Because there was nobody there. It was just, well, there was people there in the class, right? But really, nobody knew how much I was pushing myself. Nobody knew where I had my levels adjusted to and all that. It was really just me and the bike. And the only person that I was letting down was not the instructor, but myself. And how many times in life do we just choose to try to make it comfortable? Do we choose to try to numb it? Do we choose to try to ignore it rather than take the chance to grow, rather than allow ourselves to strengthen ourselves? Why do we choose to just let ourselves down? And it's human nature, right? We want to feel comfortable. We don't want to struggle, and that's okay. But during these periods of time, like we have going on with this energy right now, this is the interval. This is where you push yourself. This is where you go for it. And yes, take a little bit more rest, right? This doesn't necessarily mean physically push yourself, because during Mercury retrograde, we really do need more rest and more balance and making sure that we're balancing ourselves out. But when you are going through this, let it help you to grow. Let it help you to expand. Let it teach you the exact lessons that you are meant to be learning. And I feel very, very strongly that as a collective, we are growing so much. And one of those things is, I think that if we can allow it, we're really learning how to be whole without anyone else. You know, we're learning how to stand strong in our own energy, to basically rely on ourselves and to rely on our higher power. And that's it. Hi, Ebony. Nice to see you on here. And so we're relying on that. And if we can allow ourselves to connect with this idea of, I'm really working toward being whole without anyone else, I think that that is an incredibly, incredibly powerful thing. So you may find yourself during this time needing to take a little time away, spending more time in your energy, in your own energy, or even just working on strengthening yourself, working on personal development and all of that stuff. And, you know, focusing on the stuff that you have control over, focusing on where your power lies. You know, if you're going through a struggle right now and you don't know what to do about it, ask yourself, number one, what can I do? And for the rest of the stuff, you really, really have to surrender it. You have to hand it over to your higher power. You have to say, I don't know what else to do with this. I'm doing my part. I'm going to hand this over and let you take over yours. Because so many times, so often, we're trying to do God's job. And we can't do God's job better than God can do God's job, you know? And so we have to hand that over and allow the process to happen. Hi, Marilee. Thanks for watching. And the thing is that we have to put in the work. We have to allow the process because nobody can do it for us. And if we don't let ourselves feel our way through this and learn the lessons that this energy is trying to show us and the way that it's trying to shape us, then we're going to have to learn this lesson again, or we're going to have to try to numb our way through it. And let's talk about numbing a little bit, because I think during times like this, we do that a little bit more. You know, we try to escape, and a little bit of escape is okay. Yeah, take a vacation. Get some time away for fun. There's nothing wrong with having fun or doing the things that take your mind off of these things. I'm not talking about living in your emotions or focusing only entirely on personal development or on your personal issues, things like that. We need that balance. That balance is really important. But I am saying, be really mindful of the numbing that you're doing. Be honest with yourself. How am I numbing, and how can I cut back on that? Whether that's drugs, alcohol, shopping, even like healthy things like exercise. Sometimes we can get so caught up in and put too much focus on that. We can numb ourselves by focusing so much on our relationship with our kids or a relationship with another person. Or, I mean, there's just so many endless possibilities of the ways that we are numbing ourselves. And it is preventing us from doing the work that we need to do to allow ourselves to level up. So asking yourself, where am I numbing myself, and how can I ease up on that a little bit so that I can begin to do some of the work that I'm doing? And then finding those things that balance you, and finding those things that really balance you, because this is such a time that we need that balance, right? So for me, I love a gin and tonic, right? And I love to go and have a drink with a friend, and that's great and all, but what I know really, really works for me, what really helps me, is to do things like reading personal development books, or listening to a sermon, or listening to an uplifting video, or something like that that just really raises my vibration. Does a gin and tonic raise my vibration? Not really, right? It probably lowers it, and it's okay in small bits. But when I start to step into having lots of that, or many gin and tonics, then we're going to step into that territory of numbing. So we want to allow ourselves to feel it and to balance it out through all of this energy. So how are you guys doing in this energy? I would love to hear how you're doing, how you're feeling. Are you feeling like things are a little bit crazy going on in your life? Or are the people around you crazy? Because some people are saying to me, I feel fine, but you know, everybody around me seems kind of like they're losing it. So let me know how you guys are doing. Make sure you say hi if you're watching. Hi, Curtis. Thanks for watching. And let me know how you're doing while I'm shuffling these cards. And if if you're watching on the replay, hit me with a hashtag replay on here. Interesting. Okay. I really do feel like we've transitioned now into the sun sign of Leo. When we're in the sun sign of Cancer, which we just were in, I don't know, for me, and I know for a lot of people, hi Christy, for me and for a lot of people, that's very emotional. It stirs up a lot of emotion. So I feel like now in this Leo season, when we're connecting a little bit more with our empowerment, it's a little bit easier for us to not numb so much and to kind of dig deep into the things that we're supposed to be doing and taking a look at through this process. Okay. So here we have the Queen of Water card, okay? So the Queen of Water card is talking about relationships developing to the next level. And it's also encouraging us to make sure that we're trusting our intuition. This is going to be really, really key in your healing process, in your process as you're working toward finding clarity through this Mercury retrograde that we're going through. It's going to be really important for you to allow that intuitive process, to allow yourself to listen to that little voice within that's always trying to guide you, that's always trying to show you the way. And this also says care for yourself and others, you know. Can we be a little bit more loving to people during this time? Can we be more loving to ourselves? Can we give a little bit of extra attention or a lot of extra attention to our self-care? And I really feel like there's so many opportunities, as much as during Mercury retrograde we can have challenges with communication. I'm finding that through this one, that actually these challenges are, I don't know, just really offering opportunities for growth within relationships and relationships developing to a new level. And so can we put on our listening ears? Can we allow ourselves to just empathize and connect with the people that we're trying to communicate with? Hi, Eric. And can we just allow that communication to happen without trying to force the things that we need to say or override the other person? Can we be respectful? Can we listen a little bit more and allow that communication to happen? Because I feel like there are a lot of opportunities right now for relationships to develop to that next level. And here we have the King of Earth reversed. Okay, so we might feel like opportunities are a little bit paused, money is a little bit paused, that we're not necessarily feeling like the money's flowing as nicely as it was. That's okay. It will come. It will, this period, this energy right now is a little bit more like a pause. So I don't feel like abundance is not flowing our way or anything, but I just feel like we might be perceiving it as that. I want you to take a step back and actually take a look at all of the ways that things are arriving into your experience. And you don't want to jump on any new opportunities right now here in this retrograde anyway. You kind of want to wait till the end of the month until all of this has worked through. So I think that things are arriving. Watch for that. Watch for stuff, amazing stuff to be showing up for you, and then jump on that as we get toward the end of the month when that energy moves forward. Here we have the Six of Air. And again, this is reversed. Again, this is suggesting that we're feeling kind of stuck. We're not feeling like we're moving forward. This is exactly what we're supposed to be in this energy, is processing things, taking a pause, not feeling like we're moving forward too rapidly. It's okay to move forward, but you don't want to make any giant leaps or anything like that. But this is suggesting that this is the opportunity for us to find our way to the other side of a difficult situation, right? This is our path toward working through the challenges that we have going on. So we have to allow ourselves to partake in the process, to participate in the process, and so that we can work our way through and find ourselves on the other side of this journey that we're going through. And then I feel like this card reverses and it's like things are looking up, things are moving, things are better. And the next card suggests that, right? We have the Six of Fire. This is my victory card. This is like, we have been to battle. We have been through hell and back, and we are the time is coming for us to celebrate that, to celebrate the work that we've done, to celebrate the changes that we've made, to celebrate the shifts that have happened. And by the way, that it's nice when people outside of you can celebrate you, but I want you guys to celebrate yourselves. I think that when we can take the pause and recognize the ways that we've made progress, the subtle little ways, the little ways that we've made progress, this is a really beautiful way to connect with self-love and a really beautiful way to just acknowledge and celebrate yourself. So make sure that you are celebrating your own victories as well as celebrating those with the people in your life that are cheering for you, are rooting for you, and see all of the magical, amazing stuff that you are doing. And here we have the Eight of Air. So the Eight of Air is, again, talking about us feeling trapped, okay? But the important word here in this card, the Eight of Air, is the illusion of being trapped. We're not actually trapped. We're not actually as stuck as we think we are, and we're actually every single day connecting with a new level of clarity. It might seem cloudy, but I promise you it's all going to come together, whether it's at the end of the month or 6 months from now. It's gonna come together, and you're not as stuck as you think you are, and you just have to kind of trust yourself and trust the process, and don't be too afraid to take action. Make sure you wait until you're feeling as though you have some clarity on things and you have an intuitive sense of things, but let yourself move forward with things. Let yourself take action. Let yourself, if you do find these moments of clarity through this time period, do what you need to do. Don't pause too long and let that fear take over and not actually take action on it. Take action right away. Move forward with it. Let that energy begin to move forward before we're even done with this energy. And then last but not least, we have the Five of Fire, okay? So this is just suggesting that we have a lot going on, that we have competing goals going on. It's really important. One of the things you need to be asking yourself is, what's really important to me? What do I need to be focusing on right now? What do I need to be putting my energy into right now? You might want to put your energy into one thing, but your soul kind of knows that your energy needs to be put into something else. Or you might want to put your energy into one person, but your soul kind of knows that it's time for you to put your energy into you or into another relationship or whatever that is. But making sure that you're getting really clear and allowing the clarity to come through this process of what it is that you need to be putting and giving your time and your energy to, because these competing goals are going to exhaust you. They're going to shut you down unless you can allow yourself to just settle that down. And this does suggest that also there's going to be some conflict with others. And again, can we use that as an opportunity for communication? Or if that appears that this is not going to be something that we can communicate well about and we can grow a relationship through, does this mean that this isn't going to connect in our life? This relationship isn't going to work in our life. This isn't meant to be in our life right now. So allowing ourselves to explore that whole process around this Five of Fire energy. And one more thing before we wrap up, I pulled a fairy card as well. Hi, Mans, thanks for watching. And it's all about creative expression, right? So I feel like so many of the answers can come through allowing ourselves to be creative. And that doesn't necessarily mean arts and crafts or that you have to sit there painting, but whatever ways that you are creative, whatever ways that you connect with that creative part of your mind, allow yourself to go there. Even let yourself daydream. I mean, I truly believe that when we allow ourselves to just daydream, that we are connecting with our intuition, and eventually this is where we tap into and tune into the answer. So letting ourselves just daydream and letting our mind kind of drift, float, and dream a little bit, this is where we connect with some amazing and powerful answers out of the blue, because you are tapping into that intuitive part of your mind. Hi, Shelby. Thanks for watching. Hi, Lori. I don't remember if I said hi to you yet, but thanks for watching. And so those are your cards. Those are your messages for this week. If you guys want to learn more about me or about Clarity by Christy, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. And if you guys love this video, if you think that it resonates with you or would resonate with someone else, make sure you share it. Make sure you tag people. It's always helpful to me. It helps my videos to go further, and it helps me to connect with the people that I meant to connect with. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.